Hello, my name is Jess and welcome to the Storyteller Fox. Come along and listen to read aloud books, be it for bedtime, story time, or simply to read along.
Hello and welcome to the Storyteller channel. Today's story time would be about Get Some Rest, Sleeping Beauty. It's a story about sleeping. Get some rest, sleeping beauty. Once upon a time, in a land far away, a king and queen held a party for their beautiful baby daughter, Aurora. The guests of honor were 5 fairies who each gave the baby magical gifts. I give her the gift of imagination, poof. I give her the gift of cleverness, poof. I give her the gift of music, poof. I give her the gift of dance, poof. The last fairy was just about to give her gift to the baby when... Stop! An evil fairy appeared, looking very cross. I see, you didn't invite me, she shrieked. The fairy gave an evil cackle and said, Here's my gift for the baby. When Aurora turns 16, she'll prick her finger on a needle of a spinning wheel and go to sleep forever and ever. Then the fairy vanished in a puff of smelly smoke. The last fairy still had her gift to give. I can't stop the curse, she said, but I can change it so the princess falls asleep for 100 years instead. She will be awoken by a kiss from a prince. The king and queen immediately banned all spinning wheels from the kingdom to try to avoid the curse. They didn't want their daughter to sleep for 100 years, but in fact, Princess Aurora didn't like going to sleep at all. When she was a baby, she kept her parents up all night, crying very loudly. As she got older, Aurora just didn't want to go to sleep. When her mum and dad told her to go to bed, she ignored them. Aurora stayed up late every night, playing games, reading, bouncing on her bed, and having midnight feasts. She was always very tired and grumpy the next morning. The more tired Aurora became, the grumpier she got. She shouted at everyone who came near her. People started calling her Aurora the Roarer behind her back, and she had no friends. Not only that, she had big bags under her eyes and was so clumsy. She was always dropping things, breaking things, and bumping into things. On her 16th birthday, Aurora was moaning about having to get up, as usual. Her mum said, Don't be grumpy on your birthday, darling. I am not grumpy, Aurora bellowed. She stomped through the castle until she came across a room that she'd never seen before. Inside was a spinning wheel, and, you guessed it, she clumsily pricked her finger on the needle. Instantly, she fell into a deep sleep. A fairy heard Aurora's loud snores and moved her into a comfy bed. Then she waved her wand and made everyone else in the castle fall asleep too. Huge, thorny bushes grew up and buried the castle, where it lay undisturbed for years and years. The story about a bad-tempered, enchanted princess who'd been sent up to sleep for 100 years spread across the land. 100 years later, a handsome prince turned up. He wanted to see if the story was true. He hackled his way through the thorns and barged his way into the castle. He found Aurora lying in bed and gasped in surprise. She looked so calm and peaceful. The prince kissed her and poof, she woke up. Aurora felt wonderful. She didn't look grumpy and had no bags under her eyes either. What a lovely sleep, she sighed. Oh, hello. Have we met? Everybody else in the castle woke up too. The king and queen were amazed at how bright, happy, and healthy their daughter were. She just needed a good sleep, said the queen. We all did. Aurora hugged her parents and said sorry for being so grumpy before. She promised that she'd always make sure she had a good night's sleep. Aurora married the prince and was so happy that nobody ever called her Aurora the Roarer again. But sometimes they called her Aurora the Snorer instead. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the story. For more exciting stories, please remember to like and subscribe at the Storyteller channel. Bye for now!
Hello and welcome to the Storyteller channel. In today's story time, I will be reading you a book called Dingle Dangle Scarecrow, sung by the Top Twins and pictures by Jenny Cooper. Dingle Dangle Scarecrow. When all the cows were sleeping and the sun has gone to bed, up jumped the scarecrow and this is what he said. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When all the hens were roosting and the moon behind a cloud, up jumped the scarecrow and shouted very loud. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When the dogs were in their kennels and the pigeons in their loft, up jumped the scarecrow and whispered very soft. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When the sheep were loudly snoring and the lambs all snuggled up tight, up jumped the scarecrow and sang into the night. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When all the horses were resting in the hushed and velvet dark, up jumped the scarecrow and made this loud remark.
I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When the owls began their hooting and the wind sighed in the trees, up jumped the scarecrow and hollered, "If you please." I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When the cats had finished mousing and the day began to dawn, sleepy grew the scarecrow and he murmured with a yawn. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can rest my hands like this and rest my feet like that. I hope you've enjoyed the story. For more exciting stories, please remember to like and subscribe at the Storyteller channel. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to the Storyteller channel. In today's story time, I will be reading you a book called Dingle Dangle Scarecrow, sung by the Top Twins and pictures by Jenny Cooper. Dingle Dangle Scarecrow. When all the cows were sleeping and the sun has gone to bed, up jumped the scarecrow and this is what he said. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When all the hens were roosting and the moon behind a cloud, up jumped the scarecrow and shouted very loud. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When the dogs were in their kennels and the pigeons in their loft, up jumped the scarecrow and whispered very soft. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When the sheep were loudly snoring and the lambs all snuggled up tight, up jumped the scarecrow and sang into the night. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When all the horses were resting in the hushed and velvet dark, up jumped the scarecrow and made this loud remark. I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that. When the owls began their hooting and the wind sighed in the trees, up jumped the scarecrow and hollered, "If you please." I'm a dingle-dangle scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this and shake my feet like that.
When the cats had finished mousing and the day began to dawn, sleepy grew the scarecrow and he murmured with a yawn. I'm a dingo-dango scarecrow with a flippy-floppy hat. I can rest my hands like this and rest my feet like that. I hope you've enjoyed the story. For more exciting stories, please remember to like and subscribe at the Storyteller channel. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to the Storyteller channel. Today we'll be reading a book from the Doctor series edition illustrated by George Booth called The Wacky Wednesday. It all began with a shoe on a wall. A shoe on a wall? Shouldn't be there at all. Then I looked up and I said, "Oh man," and that's how Wacky Wednesday began. I looked out the window and I said, "Gee, more things were wacky," and I saw 3. I went down the hall and I said, "Hey, 3 more things were wacky today." In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. I began to dress, then I said, "Wow, 4 more things were wacky now." I looked in the kitchen, I said, "By cranky, 5 more things are very wacky." I was late for school, I started along, and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. And then 7 more. What do you think is wacky here? There's a green sun. Should that be green? And there's actually a man driving on his legs instead of on the wheels. That's another wacky thing. And there's 7 more. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said, "Nothing is wacky around here but you." "But look," I yelled, "8 things are wrong here at school." "Nothing is wrong," they said. "Don't be a fool." I ran into school. I yelled to Miss Baz, "Look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class." "Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out," said Miss Baz. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Then I counted 11. Then 12 worse things. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. So, as you can see, there's more wacky things here. There's a lady carrying so many babies. There's a cow with his legs that are the other way around, and he has 2 milking teats, and he has no head. And we've got a pig that's upside down pig, and as you can see that there's a man, he's flying, and there's a car that's flying, and there's a pram that's upside down, and there's a baby pushing an old lady, and also a tiger pushing a pram, and a lady pushing a pram, and she's walking on wheels, and even a door in the middle of the way. That all looks very wacky. I'm sorry, Petrolman. That's all I could say. Don't be sorry, he smiled. It's that kind of a day. But be glad, Wacky Wednesday will soon go away. Only 20 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them, and then you can go back to bed. Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. Thank you so much for tuning in. For more exciting videos and books, please remember to like and subscribe at the Storyteller channel. Bye for now. The end. And that's the end of our story time. For more bedtime stories, you can check on our YouTube playlist or listen to more storytime compilations at the Storyteller Fox. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.